My guest is Pastor Simrat Mahani, who is a pastor here in Frankfurt. And I met Simrat perhaps 2 or 3 years ago, I think. And at that time, you shared with me a dream, a vision, for starting a centre here in Frankfurt that would connect with the community. And I'm sitting in it now. Describe what this centre is, please.
Basically, this center is there for people from Frankfurt to come here and participate or initiate different cultural activities like cooking and eating together, art exhibition, looking at a good film and discussing about it, or having literature nights. And we use these different cultural activities to get people together and engage in conversation and in good community.
It's a wonderful idea. And so you're to set the context, you're on a busy road here. There's a pedestrian crossing right here. And so this is a fairly densely populated neighborhood around here.
It is definitely. It is a very diverse community here in Frankfurt, and especially in this section where we are as well, with people coming from over 100 nations. So what we try to do is reach out to people coming from different cultural and religious backgrounds by making it possible for them to get together here and share what they have. Yeah? So one of the things which we do is, for example, in this cooking and eating experiences, we go to different countries. Yeah? We've been to Ethiopia, we went to Peru, and soon we are going to Mexico. So we would actually invite people from those countries and have them cook with us and invite the neighborhood for that, and then we cook and we eat. And that way we engage in good conversations, but we also get to know people coming from different backgrounds and also have a chance in the course of our encounters to speak about the things that matter to us in life.
What a wonderful thing. So to me, what you're doing here is you are mingling with people, you are building friendships with people who you may never ever have an opportunity to do that with otherwise.
Absolutely. And we are, living in a very secular society here, and as people come here and especially get the chance to participate and express themselves, they do connect and notice this is a place where we can belong, where what we have to share is respected and cherished. And that makes it possible for us to meet actually different kinds of people who come here to the Presence Kulturlounge.
Because if you put a sign up here and said, we're going to have Bible meetings, please come, the people who have been coming would never come to those meetings because of their background and what they think of Christianity.
I would suppose so for many, yeah. And what we're noticing here is that many people are very skeptical towards organized religion,
Yes.
yeah, and they're skeptical towards institutions, but at the same time they hunger for more, or they want to have good encounters. They seek answers for the questions that they may have, or they want other people with whom they can discuss about the things that matter to them. And what, in fact, culture does in many ways is to make that possible. Yeah? And culture, by saying culture, I mean in a very basic way, like cooking and eating, art, music, and good films as well. They thematize different things that matter to us, or set up a context for people to engage and encounter each other, and that is actually very well received. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, you've got some terrific photos on the wall. What's the story with these? What are the plans with these pictures?
Yeah, that's quite a story for itself. When we were setting up a Presence Kulturlounge, preparing to open up, a person from the neighborhood living right across the street saw that we're starting something here. That person, her name is Marina, and she's an art curator. That means she works with artists to do exhibitions. So when she saw that we are opening up a cultural lounge, she wrote us an email and asked whether we can work together and whether she can do an art exhibition here. And I said, okay, let's talk about that. and I offered her to do an art exhibition, which we just don't do classically, so that people can look at the pictures. But we said, let's take those pictures to speak about life and engage in discussions. So she said yes, and that's how the art exhibition story started here. And this is the second round of exhibition that we're having right now. And at the end of the exhibition, we take 3 pictures and engage about the things that happen in the pictures and the life topics that come up there, and we would engage in discussion. And the nice part of the story is that Marina did not just organize, or does not just organize art exhibitions. She's actually part of the Presence Kulturlounge team, and we plan the different activities that we do here together.
Fantastic. So you're not doing something just for the community, you're doing it with the community, which is an important distinction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's perhaps one of the most important things about it all, that we just don't offer things, we engage people so that this place can be a place where they can share what they have. And as they do, they gain trust and friendship takes place, and it becomes a channel to give and take and to speak about things that matter in life. Yeah. So participation is the core of what we do here.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, and it's a pleasure to see this coming into fruition.
You're welcome.
Okay.
It's very good to have you here. Thank you.
More than 100 years ago, Ellen White talked about a concept called centers of influence. And I think what we see here is a 21st century version that is adapted to the needs and interests of this particular community. And of course, we see hundreds of different centers of influence around the world meeting different needs in different ways. Don't go away, we'll be right back after this break.